Hello everybody, welcome back to the Let's Play series. This is episode 16 and my name is Noisy. Thank you ever so much for popping in and coming to check the video out. It really means a lot to me. But in this episode, we will be doing a huge creeper farm because we need a lot of gunpowder to do our trader village room type dealio that I'm trying to put together. Honestly, we just need a lot of gunpowder, and in this episode we're going to be doing exactly that so we can prepare for episode 17, which is going to be the trader hall. I'm going to try and surround, so it's going to be this block, so the block that I'm stood on right now, that block's going to get, like, you know, surrounded, and then I'm going to do a water column all the way down there, so I can use a bubble elevator to kind of get up here if I need to get gunpowder. The reason why I'm getting gunpowder is because we're trying to build a villager hall. We are going to build this, and hopefully this actually works. I really do hope it works, and if it doesn't, honestly, we're kind of screwed because I personally don't want to run around and kill, you know, a bunch of creepers constantly when I can just kind of pop up here, and then, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. So yeah, I'm currently in a sticky situation. I don't know if these guys keep spawning or not, and I hope, to be honest, I really hope they don't, because I don't want to fall off this place. So if you're wondering what I'm doing here, that cloud really freaked me out. So I had to turn clouds off because considering we're this high, clouds just kept coming towards me and it was really putting me off. So if you're wondering what we're doing here, we're going to be building a little platform. So this is going to be our main platform, and our kill chamber is going to be set up on this. I do want to jump all the way back down and put all these ladders up just so we can get back up here until we can install the bubble elevator thing. So you can probably actually follow along on this build if you do want to do something like this. Now, when I tell you that it's big, it's pretty big, and it's probably going to take me quite a bit to build, but I mean, I think I've got everything I need to do this build. So, you know, good luck to Noisy, right? The first ever mob, like, spawner build type trap thing I'm building it's going to be an absolute monster. The only concern I've got is I don't want spiders to spawn up here, because if spiders spawn up here, it's going to stop the creepers from jumping down and then falling into the kill chamber that we're going to build right here. Okay, so jumping into it, we're going to go ahead and slap our hoppers down, and they're going to obviously go into our chests, and then you want to get any slab of choice. If you're building it outside, make sure you don't use wood, because obviously if it gets hit by lightning and it causes it to go boom, everything that you worked so hard for will literally be burnt to the ground. So if you got all this down, obviously this isn't the tutorial, but I mean, hey, if you come across the video and you want to build it, I kind of do it slowly, so you could possibly build it in your world. Now what we're going to do is build a border around our hoppers. You just got to go 3 blocks up and then delete your temporary block. Again, if you do build it, please don't build it above land, because if you build it above land and you fall off, you are going to die. And I mean, if you've got this many levels like me and you're kind of new-ish to the game and you don't want to die, then this is definitely the easiest thing to do for you, is just to build it above water, because it's going to suck if you die. I've been there too many times with almost every build that I've done. I've almost died. I mean, not almost died. I have. I've died too many times from building builds like this, so, you know. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you're definitely going to need a lot of resources for this build. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm pretty sure I have everything I need. Like, it's crazy. I can't even explain on how big this is. You'll just have to wait and see at the end of the video how massive it is and how time consuming it actually has been. Now, I'm not gonna put a material, like, checklist at the start of the video, or, like, I'm not gonna include anything like that in the video because it's not a tutorial video. If you want me to do it in creative, and I can obviously put overlays on the screen with what you need, or I can just kind of show my inventory so you guys can count and double check to make sure you've got everything when you get up here, because if you don't, you gotta jump back down and you know, build everything all over again. But the fun thing is, actually jumping down is pretty fun. It's quite delightful. Go ahead and put your trapdoors down. This way you can stand here safely and give him the swift kick in the legs and get that XP. And if you want to put trapdoors on pretty much, you know, every block underneath here, just in case, you know, you do build this wider than I have. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna pretty much build this like a big platform. I'm gonna make like a room up here, so I'm not, you know, hanging over the edge, trying not to die and kill creepers at the same time. So I would definitely recommend putting the trapdoors around the whole thing. That way you can attack from either side and you don't have to stay in one spot is all. So, okay, so this is where it's going to get pretty fun. We're going to build 18 blocks up from this level that we built. So this is going to be our kill chamber, and obviously this is the first layer of our kill chamber. It's going to be 19 blocks high technically if you can count the existing layer that we're already on. So I'm gonna go ahead and build these up and then check back in pretty soon. So we're currently at 14 blocks high right now up there. Oh my goodness, what is going on? What a way to start the video. Like I was saying, I'm 14 blocks up right now, and those things were swooping down and killing me, and not killing me, but hitting me, and they actually knocked me off into the water, hence why you shouldn't ever do this in the dark if you haven't slept, because you'll die pretty easy. I did forget to mention that this is more like an AFK farm, I would say, because obviously if you're all the way down here kind of doing your own thing, you're not going to register the mobs, so they're not going to spawn up here because we're quite far up. So now technically you should be at 19 blocks total from the first block you placed above those trapdoors. Now you want to go 7 out each direction. I mean, I prefer to kind of like be in like the middle of everything. That's just me. So we put our 7 blocks out, and then ignore this, like that's not classed as an 8th block. So just don't get confused when I say 7. You literally lay out 7, and then you can obviously, when this is like not there, go ahead and put a block you don't mind destroying at the end of the 7th block, and then just grab the block that you're building with, put that back on there, and then again use a block that you don't mind losing, because you ain't gonna get that back. Well, you are if you get back down, but that's a long way down. And all of the resources that I picked, I kind of just like polished like andesite, and it kind of looks like stone, and it's not an ugly looking block. So I'm down here right now because I'm changing the color of the main platform. I'm gonna use the it's like this granite. I actually don't know what granite looks like when it's polished, but we are going to find out. So I'm going to go ahead and grab every single granite block that I have, and we're going to polish it and see if it looks decent. Okay, so these are the polished versions of everything. So you got andesite, and then you've got your granite, and then you've got your dorite, or dorite. I don't really know how to explain that, but personally, I feel like, you know, your andesite looks a lot better. I mean, I kind of like the white too, though. Obviously, I'm going to use both of these anyway, because obviously we're already using the andesite up there already. I'm going to use those as my platform, and then again with this build, when you build the platforms above it, so I'm going to be building like 6, I think. I might stick with 5. You can do 1 layer if you please. I mean, obviously your spawn rate chance is going to be lower if, you know, you just kind of stick 2 platforms. If you do 6, you're going to have 6 times the spawn rate of the mob, so that means 6 times as much stuff, right? So if you don't have enough, you know, resources to do 6, you can do 2 or even just 1. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. We're gonna find out when we get up there and everything's built. I have to get a lot of carpet. I didn't grab the carpet because I don't have it, so I'm gonna have to go on a crazy sheep killing spree to get everything. We'll go up here, get, oh my goodness, get the main platform down, and then I'll try to kind of do it step by step so you guys can follow along if you choose to. Now, what you can probably start doing here is filling in your platform. And remember, you don't have to copy the blocks I'm using. I'm just using these blocks because they are the absolute easiest blocks to get in the game. Like, if you go mining for a while, you're gonna stack up cobblestone and andesite and all that good stuff like real quick. Well, I never would have known this block would actually look this decent when it's polished. Good job, Java. And this is a little quick tip too. If you're all the way at the top of the platform that you're currently building now, that's obviously where the layers of your spawners are going to be. And if you fall down and you don't want to destroy this going all the way up and then build all the way up to this platform, just go ahead and put a water bucket on the end and then just swim all the way back up to the same level that you were on, and boom, there you go. And yes, I changed the design of mine. I just changed the colors. Everything's still the same. It's still 7 blocks out, and then you fill this platform in. I just wanted to be different, and I just wanted to use all the blocks I had. So now you've got all this done. Now we are going to make a 2-block high wall from obviously this block that we put down. So you want to go 1 level and then go 2 all the way around. You can use glass here if you want. I did not bring enough glass, so I can't do that. But if you have a lot of glass and you want to, go ahead and do it. It kind of looks a little bit better in my opinion. So when you have your 2-block wall set up, I actually did run down and grab glass. I don't know, I think it's going to look a lot better. Make sure you did bring some water buckets with you, and then go ahead and make a infinite water supply. When you've made your infinite water supply, go ahead and in every corner, you want to put some water. And then when you've done the sides, well, the corners, sorry, every corner, now you want to go ahead and put a water source all along this side, and along this side. So all the way around on the first block. I turned the blocks down for this part because this water is really, really, really loud. After you've put all of the water down in the four corners, and then you've put all the water around the outline, it should look exactly like this. If you have I'll do an example. If you have like a block like that looks like this, but obviously this block isn't here, you kind of just have like the water trickling down and it stops on this block. Go ahead and put a block in front of it, again, then get rid of it, and it should just go ahead and get rid of it just like that. Now this is where it gets a little bit intense. Now we're going to start adding the layers for the mobs to spawn on for us. Remember what I said in the beginning, it doesn't matter how many you do, you're still going to get some results, but obviously the more platforms you do, the more times of stuff you're going to get from them and the drops. So from the corner of each water source, you want to go ahead and count 1 block, 2 block, and on the third block, go ahead and put a block, and then you want to build 4 up, like so. Get rid of the bottom 3, and then catch them if you... Oh, never mind, they're gone. Now, this is going to take quite a lot of blocks, so what you want to do is follow the same shape as the whole, mob spawner, and you want to go around in a big square, and then like I said, these are going to be our platforms that our mobs spawn on. It's pretty simple, and also make sure that you don't go too far in like I just did right there. You still want to stay 3 blocks away from the corner, which is right here. So you got your platform down. Congratulations, you're doing awesome. Double check your corners here. So 1, 2 block. I know mine are all the same, but double check before you start building because you don't want to be redoing stuff. Now what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be adding in our little spots where the mobs are going to fall down through. So what's next is to do our holes that the mobs are going to spawn down. The easiest way to do this is to go from the corner 1 block all the way down like so, and then obviously you'd want this open, closed, open, closed, open, closed, and then so on. And you want to do that all the way on this platform. Now you should have a bunch of holes just kind of plastered all around this platform. Now I hope you brought your trapdoors with you because you are going to need a ton of them. Now the original first part of the platform that you put down is going to be the border. You want to go around the whole thing with trapdoors. Probably should have told you to close them as well while we were doing it, because I mean, you might as well close them while you're putting them down, right? Now, when you've got your trapdoors around the whole thing, you want to go ahead and put trapdoors inside every single one of these little chamber holes that you created. So now all your trapdoors are in place. You want to go ahead and grab some carpet. Buttons do work too, but the spiders still spawn on those and it clogs the whole machine up. This is what it's going to look like pretty much. You're going to have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, just like so. So I just went and grabbed all of the carpet I need. I have a lot of carpet. Okay, so double check your work. Make sure everything is on the correct block. Now, like I said before, you can either leave just the 1 platform or you can build 4 of these. Now me, I'm building 4 to increase the spawn rate, which means increasing the materials that we get from the mobs. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these 3 and then we'll jump back to it. Righto, so we officially made what we needed to make. It's insane. It's very, very high. I think I stopped at 5 level, I do believe. It just took a lot of resources, and I don't kind of have that much resources lying around right now. I actually think I am on... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I've got 5 layers. I do need to go down and get more wood so I can go ahead and surround the last 2 platforms with trapdoors. If you want a tutorial of this video, like very, very in-depth and very step-by-step, I would gladly do that for you guys. You just gotta let me know in the comments what you prefer and what you want. The hardest part of this build is probably the trapdoors. Is making sure that you don't put the trapdoor in an incorrect spot, but to kind of make it simple, all you do is every hole that you have, you kind of just surround that hole with trapdoors. So how I do it when I build it, I'll surround this one and then move down to this one and then just kind of put the 2 here on this side, and then go down and put the other two. That's what I did. Oh no, it's a good job I have water down below. I'm also making it's not really a kelp farm, I would say. It's just I found some kelp and I'm just kind of making it grow because we did start working on a bubble elevator, but it only goes up to right here. So obviously all of this will be redesigned. The cobble is not staying. I hate cobble, but I had a lot of it, so I just tried to kind of make a bubble column going up, and then I'll add some lights, some glowstone in the column, and I might put some glass in there. I'm not too sure yet. I gotta go and get the resources for all of that. So we're just waiting for our kelp to grow so we can finish our bubble column off. I'm not gonna worry about decorating this today. So it turns out I need potion of water breathing. I just found out the hard way by doing, like, I don't know, I think I did 72 blocks, and it didn't turn out too well because I was like, I did 72 blocks of kelp, you know, all the way up, and I like almost died, like half a heart left. So we're gonna rummage through here and try to find water breathing if I have it. I might not have one. Huzzah! I do, I have one. Okay, so this would give me a massive boost on, you know, my water breathing, because like I said, I got to the top. I didn't even get to the top. I think I was around about 70-ish blocks in, maybe 80 blocks, like talking up here, you know, like probably right here. And then I noticed that my bar wasn't doing the best, so we need to drink this and then go crazy. Oh goodness, I forgot. Can you like plant it here? No, okay, so you actually do have to look at the block and then do it at the same time. I thought it was kind of like bamboo, how you can kind of just stick it in the same spot and it'll just keep going up and up and up and up and up and up. So and the test run. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, awesome. So we are pretty high up right now. I think we're about 3 stacks of 64 up. So whatever that is, I'm not very good at maths, but we're a long way down. That is going to help a lot. Like I said before, I don't care about how this looks right now as the outside goes. While we're up here, I do have the rest of my trapdoors to put down on the outskirts of the layers. We are almost in business. We are almost there. I know it's been a very long and hard day for me. I've spent roughly, so this episode actually took me about 2 days to record because of the amount of building there was. So I ended up doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6 layers, and I think 6 layers is plenty of layers. I would have liked to do more than 6 layers, but this episode would have been a very long one, and it would have taken a lot of time out of my recording days. So like today, for instance, it is a Wednesday, I do believe, or a Tuesday, one or two, I can't remember. I actually don't know what day it is. I'm sorry. I've been very busy. This episode has taken me quite a while, and honestly, it's kind of like beat my butt. I'm not gonna lie. It really has beat my butt. I try to keep the content as action-packed as possible, so it's constantly entertaining throughout the episode. Like, it doesn't get, like, slow, if that makes sense. I just figured out I could have just, like, chilled and walked on these and then put these in. I didn't even think of that. Trial and error. It's all good. I've said that before. So this farm is completed. Well, to an extent, I would definitely say that the layers are complete. Now we literally have to go on this glass outline that we put in, and then we have to build up to probably right, I think it's 3 blocks above this. Like, this is going to be our roof, and I actually might have enough black stone to fill this side in, which I'll probably do that, and then we'll have to go and find another resource to surround this whole thing, like encase it so it's really, really dark in here. Honestly, if I hit that island, I will be so mad. Everything is done up there. I put the top layer on that the roof is going to go on, and then on top of the roof we're going to put slabs so the mobs cannot spawn up there, because obviously, you know, a slab doesn't really class as a block for a mob to spawn on. So we're gonna go and try to raid the noisy cave with all the supplies that we have that we can. I did make this in the middle of the video. I didn't keep it in there because my plan is to make a big one and get every color in the game, so I have unlimited blocks of different colors. Also, I did come prepared for it to an extent. I just didn't know how many layers I was going to do. I was only equipped for 2 layers of this, and it turns out that I wanted more layers. So we're here trying to find all of the stuff we need, and I don't know what villager does blocks, but I think I need to get him in here so I can do it. So we're doing the creeper farm so we can TNT the trader hall out, and the trader hall is going in here. I did start to do this with TNT. Make sure there's no creepers in here. I did start to do this with TNT, but we're pretty much just going to completely blow this out, and then we're going to build our trader hall in there. That's the plan, and I left this like this in case a creeper does spawn. I can just quickly kill him and grab his gunpowder. So that's what we're doing. Now on to finding the blocks. I ran out of coal, which is not good. So I know I ran the cave below the house completely dry with pretty much anything and everything, really. So now I'm just trying to find a cave close to the house. That way I can just get, I don't know, a couple of stacks of 64 of coal until we can make a coal farm, because we use coal a lot, especially when it comes to getting like the stone bricks that we build with. So I'm out here trying to find a cave that we can just kind of mine some coal with, because we got, you can see we're about almost halfway filling it in. It actually looks pretty cool from a distance. Now the water stream will be disappeared completely, and then the bubble column will stay, because that's how we get up there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna try and find a cave so we can get some more coal, so we can finish this build and close this episode down after we show you how efficient it works and how amazing it works. So I wanted to fill you guys in. We were out exploring like a lot. I'm not really that far from the house. I think our house is at 750 and we're at negative 483. Well, the house is at negative 750 and it's negative 783 now. So this looks amazing. I have to show you. I built up here, but I don't know what it is about this location, but it looks amazing. Like, I want to build something down here, and there's a spawner right on top of this mining area right here, and this mine goes all the way back. I just like how these come all the way down and it's elevated off the water, and this is definitely going to be a future build, most definitely. Even with all of the glowing squids in the water, it looks great and I love it. So I blocked this off because I'm going to try and mark out above where we are, and then maybe make some sort of elevator down to here. I'm not too sure yet, but that is definitely a future build that we are going to be doing here. So we'll take a little trip around here and see what we can find. That's kind of annoying how it's so far away. I actually didn't bring building blocks with me. Oh, it goes down there too. See, look at this. This is such an awesome place to build. I guess I'm going to jump down and make our way up there. Did I just hear a creeper? I thought I heard a creeper. I was about to scream. Okay, so that is actually a dead end, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I'm gonna steal some of this wood, because we need to make some torches. That way we don't, not that way we're not in complete darkness here. Ah! I didn't say I was ever good at parkour on this game. Okay, so let's not be judging noisy. Okay. And I have no idea where this cave goes. I don't know how big it is, but it looks like it's not. Oh, wow, it goes down there. Wow, holy moly. This place is actually really cool. I'm just going to get rid of some of this. Probably get rid of this. It's not like we don't have enough wood at the house, but I'm just very curious to see where this goes, and that's why you guys are coming along for the ride with me. 61 torches. That should be enough. Exploring at its finest. I really wish I bought building blocks so I could get up there easier and not have to deal with all of these creepers. Hello, good sir. Don't mind me. Ah! I thought I was gonna go boom. I was very scared. How are we gonna get up there? Oh. Oh! Holy reaction! Get out of here, bud. I'm trying to do some exploring. Stab it. No, that's fine. We don't care about that. It's all good. Ah, I'm stuck. Okay, anyway, back from the excitement. If we could just... I love this bit. Look, I cannot get over this. Like, I'm tapping my mouse because it looks like it's just like an underground, like underwater world. It just looks great. Oh, wow, look at that. 2 of those right there. Okay, let's go ahead and Put some of these down. Is this a dead end or is it going to keep going? Okay, it's going to keep going. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Hopefully we get something decent. The coal, the golden apples, we'll take the torches. I don't really know much about glowberries. I have some at the house, so I think we're going to leave those in here. And I'll take the detector rail and stuff, and then I'll actually going to take the cart. Oh, you know what? We'll just, yeah. We'll just hit it. We'll collect everything in there. Okay, so moving on. What's down here? Is there more of it? There's no, it stops right here. We'll check this side out. I actually was exploring for coal. Right? That's why I'm out here doing this. Like, that's the only reason why. I didn't just go out of my way and just start exploring because I was bored kind of deal and I needed to do it. I was out just grabbing coal because we needed to get all of our blocks for our build. You know, I think this... That might be it. Unless this... We know that's dead end. Now, do these minecart... Oh, okay. These minecarts take up, like... a lot of space. I hope that's a zombie spawner. Oh, no. Oh, hey, bud. Calm down, good sir. Okay, so this is actually just, another register place. Let's see if it goes anywhere else. Okay, so we've already been in here because we put the torches. Well, as I was exploring more, we have a zombie spawner right here, which is this. It's actually very close to where we were. So if I pop down here, I went on a little... This is where we popped in. Where's the spawner? I think the spawner's over here. Yeah, so the spider spawner is right on here. And then... This is the original place that we were checking out, and then I kind of just, I heard zombies, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just start mining. So I started mining, and I started following the groaning, and then it led me to, like, this area up here. So now we have to go ahead and kind of light this up like crazy, and then mark this with a tower above, just so I know where to make the water column. And there was really nothing great in there, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. And then I have no idea where this cave goes. I didn't really explore that far. So it looks like it's a pretty dead cave. So we're just going to go ahead and pillar this up. And when I mean pillar it up, I mean, you know, just kind of dig straight up. I know people hate it when people dig straight up, but I hear lava to my left, which is not a good sign at all. So hopefully we don't die. Or I can just... not dig up right in the center of the spawner. Maybe I can dig up like right here, because this is actually in a really nice place. And again, if we can get TNT and just TNT a straight strip all the way to the other spawner, then we should be good. But like I said, these are just future videos that we're going to be working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and dig up and then mark this location out, and then I think I will be able to get here by memory, I think, when we end up coming down here to actually do the spider spawner and the zombie spawner. So we just popped up, and I don't think I could have asked for a closer spawner, because we have the creeper spawner is right here, and then the spider spawner is actually, I would say, maybe near the trees over here. So that is amazing. Now, I might as well go ahead and enchant a book while we are here, because we're at level 31, and I personally... I would say I'm kind of weird, because I don't have enough diamonds to make another diamond pickaxe, right? And the only pickaxes I can get is off this guy, and it already comes with unbreaking on it, but it's 21 emeralds, right? So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some of this stuff in here just for a second so we can get our books, and then we'll put the book in here. Hopefully it's a decent one. I mean, knockback, it's not really great, so obviously it's gonna be for a sword. I mean, knockback, quick charge, and piercing, that's actually a fairly decent book, I do believe. And then we'll go ahead and get to level 30 again throughout the episode. If you do end up seeing my level drop and then go back up again, it's because I've been running around while I'm here doing this type of stuff, and then I take a quick break and I come to these guys and I try to get some enchanting bottles, which I actually don't think I even have any emeralds, because I sold them all to one of these guys because I've been trying to rank him up. We are running to collect every single furnace we have in the cave. I think I have maybe 5 in here, but we're on a crazy furnace collection run. I know I might have some cobblestone in these still. But all of this is going to be so worth it. It's going to be amazing. And also, while I am here, we'll go ahead and grab some wheat. I'm not like I'm going to use all of this. I still need to perfect the way to get up to these guys. I haven't really discovered a good way yet. So you can see behind the scenes of the house we built here. I'll go ahead and feed these guys, get the XP. Only one. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna leave the babies up there. Hopefully they don't fall down. These guys are actually ready to die. So are those. And then we will get these guys going. I might actually not use the water streams right now to get these guys, the babies, down, because I want to kind of stack these up. Maybe I'll keep all of the babies that we just did in here. That way we have a fully stocked farm. I don't really know if that was like 6 or 7 or 8. I mean, the numbers aren't terrible. But, you know, you have to stock them first before you, kill them like I just did. But I actually didn't get anything off that. Okay, something's messed up here. Well, it turns out I have all of the hoppers going into this chest right here. But I don't think you can have 2 hoppers going into the same chest. Is what I'm guessing. I think you just have to have 1 hopper going in there. So we'll do that. Put these in here, and hopefully they go into the chest. Okay, so I'm very confused. They are not going into the chest. And I don't know why. Very weird. Go ahead and try it again. Okay, so they're getting stuck, and I don't know why. I might have to, I may have to do this all over again, like the hoppers. I might have to sort the hoppers out. Or there's a bug, I don't quite know. But I have them going into this one, into this one, into this one, and into this one. And for some reason, they don't want to go into the actual chest. Huh, strange. Very weird. That is very, very strange. Okay, so I don't know. If you know how to fix this, I would appreciate it, because I don't know what I did wrong here. This is set up exactly the same way, and this one works just fine. Yep, see, they are exactly the same. Well, I guess I will have to fix that at some point. You won't believe what the issue was. I didn't know, but if you put redstone torches here, it does something to the hoppers. It doesn't allow them to work. So if I go ahead and put the apples in here and I remove this one, it starts going down. And then if I put this here, it doesn't go in the chest, but if you get rid of the torch, it goes into the chest. So maybe that was my issue. I just have to figure out where else I can put the redstone torches to light everything up. Now, I know we got sidetracked quite a bit here, but this is obviously a must happen, because without this, then we can't have our farm working correctly. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do... Okay, so oh, okay. Does this work constantly now? Now, the question is, can you do it that way? So I put the redstone dust coming down from behind these guys and then into a redstone torch right here, and it actually does work now. So if you are planning on putting like lanterns underneath the chests and you had it laid out like this, or you ran into a slight, similar problem, it will not work if you have your torches directly under the hoppers. You do have to run redstone dust to a redstone power source, and then boom, it will work for you just like that. So we can go ahead and cover all this back up. You won't even know it's there. Well, you do, because you just saw it live on video. But we got them both figured out, so there's that. Back to the build. Also, if you guys would like to know something about smelting, so in order to smelt a 64 block of item, you have to have at least 8 coal. So if you have 8 coal in there, you should be able to go ahead and smelt a block of 64, no problem. So instead of dumping 64 coal in there and 64, items, you can go ahead and just divide them out 8 and 8 and 8 and 8 and everything, and then put your block of 64 on the top, and then you will in fact go ahead and smelt that 64 block of whatever material you are trying to smelt. It is completed. It is huge. When I'm down below, you'll be able to see. But the best thing is about me making this is it's already working. I've been recording for 5 seconds, and look at all these creepers spawning right now, dropping down here. This is probably my most efficient farm yet. And I'm so pumped, and I can't wait to show you guys actually step by step how I made this in the survival world. But obviously, we'll do it in the creative world so you guys can follow step by step a lot easier. So what we have going on right now is we made 5 layers above this, and they all have holes in them. Well, they've got trapdoors inside the holes, and what's happening is they're actually registering as a full block, which is causing the game to spawn in the mobs in that one block, right? But obviously they're going to fall straight through it, and they fall all the way to the bottom. Now, I don't know what the mob cap is for in a certain area, but I know, can we bring up any information about how many mobs are around us? I don't quite know if that's actually a thing. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to look into it to see if there is a little piece of information here on my screen that tells me how many mobs are around me. I will go ahead and kill these and we'll see what happens. Okay, so I also added in these trapdoors on either side, right? Because they can't register you here. So if I was to open this up and actually get close and look at them, they actually will possibly blow up. So that way, if I'm up here working, if I can just get a skeleton here without a creeper, I can show you. But it's not looking like it's working. And I don't want to cause a chain reaction and have these guys blow up. But I'll do it with one of them. So if I go real close, see how he, like, went to go blow up? It's because he registered me looking at him. So if these are completely down all the way around, you can stand here and do this and look around, and obviously it's not going to register you actually looking at them. So that's why I put those around there, because I'm going to be out here, you know, working on this, trying to make it a little bit of a more pleasant platform and area. So we'll close these while we're up here. So just off those guys, let's go ahead and get all of this stuff out. So I don't even know how many we killed, but I mean, we have 28 gunpowder right now, so I mean, I'm kind of happy with that. I mean, if I could let it run for an hour, I actually might do that just to kind of see what kind of numbers they are. If I let it run for an hour with 5 platforms, I'll do the maths, and then it might double if you do double the platforms. I don't know, so instead of 5, do a 10. But I'm super stoked about this, and I'm very happy with how this came out. And the best thing is about this one, it's not just a creeper one. So, you know, you have multiple, you know, mobs spawning. There aren't any spiders, hopefully not. So you've got your zombies, your skeletons, and then it's pretty much like a mob grinder, but it's aimed for creepers only. Okay, so to end the episode, we are actually back on the ground here, and we just went and seen a little villager. So you know what we're going to be doing here. The next episode is really, guys, right now, all 3 of you? Ow, 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 ow. The next episode that we're going to be doing will be our trader post. And we will be moving all of our traders, every single one of these, including this guy that we're about to, you know, introduce to the family. And it's going under there. We're going to TNT that out. That's why we made the creeper farm. I don't really know where this guy's going to go. I guess I can... No, I can't stick him there. We might just have to stick him here. Just for the moment. Okay, he is in there, and I know we have... There we go. Awesome. That's actually a pretty neat way to end the episode, huh? Because I was just about to play it again and go get more villagers for the next episode. But hopefully he will be turning into one of these guys, and I don't know what I will turn them into because I want 2 of each. So I know I am completely okay with this librarian and this librarian because this person has mending, which is great, and then power 2 is kind of meh. And I honestly, the only reason why I'm keeping this one around is because it has mending, and then the only reason why I'm keeping this one around is because we have dog tags and paper on that. So yes, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you ever so much for stopping by. It really means a lot to me that you guys are enjoying these, and thank you ever so much. Again, if you are new to the game and you want to come relax in our Discord, I'll put that in the bio and you can come hang out. We do have like 7 members now, It's kind of cool. I got some big things coming to the Discord server, and that includes me making a SMP server for the rest of the crew, so you guys can come and chill and play and all that good stuff. So anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you again soon in the next one. Thank you ever so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.